Bedros, so if I was a fitness trainer who's in really good shape,
Right.
but makes zero money, what would you say?
Well, I would say, do you want to make a lot of money offline or online? And the answer would be what in this case?
Offline.
Offline. Then I would say if you're a fitness trainer and you're in really good shape, now offline, you better learn how to build out a business in terms of square footage, equipment to buy, etc. Most people offline will build out too big of a business spot, or they'll be cheap and they'll buy in a industrial complex that's hard for Mrs. Jones to find, and it's scary and creepy to get there. But once you find a location beyond that, you better know how to market, you better know how to sell, you better know how to lead people, right? Leadership is important. And then you have to know how to network with the local businesses that are going to feed you your leads, because if you're a local brick and mortar gym, odds are most of your clients, 90% will come from a 7-mile radius. You'll have some that come in from a longer distance, but most will come from a 7-mile radius. Then you have to go, well, which of the businesses around me? There's probably hundreds of businesses. Which of them have my future customers and clients? Then you develop a relationship with them. They become your syndicate, and you begin to do a joint venture with them. Maybe it's referral commissions. Maybe it's I'll refer to you if you refer to me. But hey, don't go referring to other gyms, because I'm the gym that you want to refer to. In fact, you and your staff at this hair salon, at this day spa, could all work out for free at my gym. But that's in fact what I used to do when I had my gyms in San Diego, is I know how to market, drive leads. I know how to sell, convert the leads into paying clients. And then I know how to generate referrals, giving my clients results. And when I give my clients results and ask them for referrals in exchange for half off their next month, right? So you give me a referral, the referral comes on board, you get half off your next month. And that's called systems, right? You create sales systems, referral generation systems, marketing systems, operational systems. And then I'm like, well, great, I can market with lead boxes or Facebook ads or whatever, but there's local businesses that have my future customers. How can I get them to become evangelical about me? And then I can grow a multiple 6-figure generating business within probably about 6 months.
I think offline is easier in a lot of respects to that, because you have a captive market.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a trainer who's in really good shape but makes no money and is broke, like I make a bit of a joke sometimes about IFBB broke, because I know a lot of IFBB pros who make zero money.
Yeah.
What would you do in that instance if you're looking to try and like monetize yourself to showcase who you are?
Still in person, meaning local?
No, online.
Online. That's actually, to me, that's easier, believe it or not.
I agree.
Because the broke trainer now has to somehow come up with money to lease a building, to buy equipment, right? When you think about it, the previous model we talked about, which really means you're either going to the bank, and if you have any collateral or good credit, you might get a loan, or you're going to someone who's willing to bet on you and give you a loan, or be a business partner, a silent business partner. But if we're going online, like the IFBB broke trainer that you're talking about, that's a great example too, because there's so many of them out there, and they're like, oh God, this is so difficult. It's like, dude, it's actually not. The same amount of effort you put in building your body and showcasing it on stage is the same amount of effort you're going to put here. The difference is you're going to take your phone out every single day across these few platforms: YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. These 4 platforms twice a day, every day. Notice I said YouTube Shorts, not long form, so it's actually easier. We don't need some musclehead who can't string a sentence together to try and make a long form piece of content. If you are an intelligent musclehead, even better, right? Put some long form out there. But the shorts actually get 8 times more views than the long form. They find you on the shorts, they subscribe to your long form. So I say this because if you can do those 4 platforms twice a day, every day, by just giving out value, like here's how you track your macros. Here's how you find your macros. Here's the best workout for your legs, chest, whatever. Like actually giving out value. And you do that for 6 months, twice a day, every day across those 4 platforms, you'll have built so much reciprocity that within 6 months you can go, I'm looking for 8 people to pay me $6,000 for 6 months of personal online coaching, right? And boom, you'll get those 8. Then you go, I'm looking for 4 more, I'm looking for 5 more, or whatever it is. But the problem is no one is willing to go out there and do the consistent content creation, because they get all into their head. I'm going to be judged. What will they think? There's already people putting out content. Yeah, but no one's putting out content like you could. Like you have a different accent, different personality, different look, different feel about you, different energy. Showcase your unique, different things about you. And that's what everyone's afraid to do, man. They're afraid to put out their radiance, show up as their organic self. And so what do? It's called incestual marketing. Oh, well, I saw Charlie do this, and I saw Joey Swole do this, so I'm going to do that too. Great, now you're just like everyone else. the reason my YouTube show pops off and everything I put out pops off is I have my own unique flavor about me that's very different. Some of the content I put out, it's not anything special. Like Tony Robbins talks about it, Ed Milet talks about it, Priscilla talks about it. But I talk about it in a way from my own life experience with my passion and sometimes my anger and my rage towards people who are fucking lazy, right? And so people are like, I needed to hear it that way. It's the same information that they've heard about macros, but maybe they needed to hear it that way, right? Or maybe you show a little vulnerability, God forbid, a little vulnerability and go, I used to be a fat kid. I know you guys know that I'm an IFBB pro now and I'm jacked and I won all these titles. But I used to be a fat kid, and here's some fat pictures of me, and this is how the fat kid felt, and he felt unlovable, and he felt like he couldn't really show up, and he couldn't say what's on his mind. But today I can, and now if someone goes, oh, wow, you are relatable. You're not just a walking anatomical chart. But if you only show the best parts of you, and you do it in a very robotic, incestual way like everyone else is doing, then guess what? You're going to get the same 20 likes that everyone else is, and you'll be like, social media doesn't work. No, you don't work. Social media does work.
I think the biggest problem is people lack the ability to have delayed gratification. They post for 2 weeks and then I wonder why they're not a millionaire already. And actually, ironically, I looked at my social media yesterday. I hit 7,000 posts on Instagram yesterday. And people look at me like, you're an overnight success. I was like, I left my job as an estate agent 25th of February 2019, so real estate in the US.
Yeah.
And I'd been posting for years on social media to get to the point where I got traction.
5 years in, bro. Right? 5 years in. But they don't see that. They just see what looks like an overnight success. Like, look at the 7,000 posts that you've put up there. Consistency when no one else was looking, watching, reading. You just kept doing it anyway. And that's what you need to do.